We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals
and the Washington Commanders.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ingram again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tershawn Wharton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On second down, a run with Gibson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Powell's throw complete to Dotson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Howell.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
23 yards the pickup there.
Murray now on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down. Powell. It's Edwards again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Here's the option play now to the left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 12, Powell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Howe will throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride.
An 18-yard touchdown grab
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
On the move past the 40.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
They'll start out here with the option left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Tershawn Wharton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Third and long. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw on second and 10. Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Howell out of the shotgun. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Another throw for Howell. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Throwing again on second and 10. Howell. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on third down, Howell. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle, Ingram. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Conner plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
They're breaking a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cardinals, they get their 6th win of the season against 10 losses. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.